This is Kentucky Hot Brown Boys.
All right, everybody.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Ready to rock and roll
Get that KYHPP energy up, boys.
Yeah.
And goyles.
Boils and ghouls. Oh, yeah. I'm your host, Jerry Saylor. We are coming to you live from the Brown Sound Studios, deep within the heart of Independence, Kentucky. In the studio with me, as always, he's my right-hand man. He sits on my left side. He is Leopard Slope and Dusty B.
What's going on, folks? How you doing?
Shit, you see it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like getting ready to take a drink of my beer, then you're like, Dusty B, and I was like, oh shit.
That'll happen.
Gotta do the mic thing, or the
you gotta
camera
stay
thing.
sharp, man. You gotta stay sharp, man. Got to. Also in the studio with us tonight, main man. I really don't have like a quip to say about you yet, man.
Yeah, no. The
know.
mysterious.
Is that the mystical? Mystical Leo. Holy shit. That sounds very psychic-ish.
Lion. You always gotta like go with the same letter.
Yeah.
Is your name?
Alliteration.
Yes.
There
thank
you go.
I was a little slow there.
I was gonna say my brother from another mother, Leo Bishop.
Brother from another color, Leo
That too.
Bishop. I like that one.
Well,
I
yeah,
like that.
I'll use that, man. That's a good one,
Yeah, I
man.
like that.
That's good. Yeah.
Welcome. Thank you. You're back.
And let's not forget about Mr. Brad Sabbath,
Hello.
the pimp
What's
of
up?
the fake piss.
Welcome to Friday. Welcome to Friday nights, everybody.
What's up, Rebecca Black?
I know. Friday, getting down on
Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friday.
Just to go with the whole Friday thing, doing the show last Thursday really fucked up my whole timeline.
Yeah.
It did me
For
too.
everything, yeah.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Wait till we do it at a weird time next week.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's true.
We're gonna die.
That's really going to screw us up.
Oh,
It's going to be bad.
it's gonna be the longest 3 days of my life next week.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And let's not forget the lady behind the sounds, Britt Fred, everybody.
Hello.
Yeah.
What's
Hi.
going on?
What's up? This has been a very mouth soundy episode already.
So let's start doing ASMR videos.
Yeah.
Like,
So, Brittany, before the show, you were
What?
telling us
Oh,
about the psychic
yes,
that you went to.
Melissa.
Tell me a little bit about
I
that.
don't know if I
Don't
want to
plug her.
plug her.
No,
No,
she
no.
don't.
She let my shit expire, and she clearly.
How does it expire?
yeah, how does it say?
Okay.
New age psychic.
Like, does she like?
It's
I
like
had
my
this.
fortune cookie has an expiration
Yeah.
date on
That's
it.
what I was saying. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
For those of you who have never experienced,
This future will self-destruct in 2 days.
you better remember it all when she says it, because
That's just when she changes her cards that she picks out. She's like, "Oh, I'm getting a fresh pack next week." You know,
Yeah,
she's using magic cards. Actual.
yeah, it erases. No, so she sends you a link because
This sounds so 21st century.
Yeah, it's
Like,
like
hold
welcome
on.
to the new age of
so
new
you-
age.
You go in, you get a psychic
Okay, well,
reading
first-
from her, and she records it.
let's back this train up.
Okay.
First, it was I was gifted this experience.
Who gifted you that?
From
Because I don't
somebody-
ever want to be in like a gift exchange with them.
Yeah.
No, it was my friend from my old job,
Gotcha.
and her husband was like, she won it at like a silent auction, and her husband convinced her that it was like of the devil. So she was like, I can't do that, so I don't want it to go to waste, so I'm just gonna gift it to you.
You got re-gifted a
I got
psychic
re-gifted
reading.
a psychic reading.
Okay.
Damn.
The sin.
Yeah.
First of all, so
I
I
don't know what you
actually
can.
I actually like scheduled time to like work from home to get like the reading. And so I stayed home. It was supposed to be at 9:30, thinking she's a psychic, she'll probably be pretty prompt.
Yeah.
9:30 comes, 9:33. Finally, it's like 9:37, and I'm like, okay, we're in the same time zone.
Were
what
you
the
like,
fuck?
did you not know?
Yeah, I was like, and then I was like, where are you? And she's like, oh, I'm sorry, something came up, and I wanted, I wanted so bad to reply like, didn't you see this coming?
You
But
should.
I'm like, I'm not going to be a cliche like that.
You should have.
So yeah, so you get the reading, and then they email it to you as a link so you can listen to it back. And then apparently the link expires after 30 days. And then I went to re-listen to it, and
What'd you get from like iPsychic.com or some shit?
I think it was a Dropbox link.
Did
but-
she-
Seriously?
Yeah.
She's a-
Psychic my Dropbox.
So she's like a what would you
Yeah.
call that?
She's high tech, apparently. And
Nice.
yeah. So then she sends me the link. And I'm listening to it. I'm like, oh, okay, this sounds familiar. This sounds familiar. And I'm like, okay, wow, my voice sounds really weird. And then like I'm like 7 minutes into it, and then I realize it wasn't my reading at all. Like this is some completely other bitch, like just prattling on about her life. And I'm like, oh, firstly, it made me realize I'm basic because I have the same exact problems as this other lady.
You're a little uppity bitch.
Yeah,
I can't wait till we fuck you up.
I was like, oh, I'm not. She was talking about like being promoted to director level, and I'm like, well, that's not me. So.
Well, because you got regifted the reading.
I
It was
did.
originally probably she got the vibes.
Oh man,
The vibes were for the original woman that was supposed to have this reading.
Yeah.
Like a switcheroo.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to forward this.
At
to
first,
my
I thought you said
friends.
she got promoted. I'm like, there's levels of like psychiatry.
It's like Scientology.
Yeah, like damn.
They did ask me. They did ask me if I wanted to see another psychic as a makeup.
It's like a fucking
And I
shrink
was
or
like,
something.
no.
Like as a makeup.
Yeah.
That one dentist ain't in that day. Well, yeah, you know.
And Azriel, he works on Tuesdays. He's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah. So
He's like memorized the script to a T.
Yeah.
Like he's super good.
they must have some talking points because they're like, we're.
He
gonna
trained
do
under
this.
that Leo,
they-
the Cleopatra bitch.
Yeah, Miss Cleo. Miss
Yeah,
Cleo.
Miss Cleo, yeah.
Miss Cleo.
Say Cleopatra.
Self-taught. Yeah.
Call me now.
I think this lady was like, okay, what kind of like crazy white lady is calling me? Okay, she probably is really insecure about her job. She probably wants to know when she's gonna get married, and she
When she's gonna have kids.
That kind of thing.
What's the sex of the first baby?
Three things that she like went into. I'm like,
Because she was like, your boyfriend's a fucking loser and you need to break up with him.
And start dating a dude.
We
Yeah,
barely-
I'll start dating a
CrossFit.
CrossFit instructor.
we barely talked about you. We talked about my job like 90%
Oh,
of
it's.
the time.
I've always
And then
gotta
like
make
at
it
the
all
end, I'm
about
like,
me. I'm a
I
little
really like my
upset that-
boyfriend. Is that okay? And she was like, yeah, he's fine.
If I was a psychic, I'd fuck with you. Like, yeah, he said something about like I keep seeing Vienna sausages
I
and
know.
the
If
word
I was like a
boyfriend.
psychic, I would try to fuck people's lives up as much as I can. Like,
Yeah.
he's cheating on you. Like, yeah.
Like, bitch, you need to run.
Yeah.
The sad
He
thing
is
is, I think I
crazy.
could be a really good psychic because like everybody has the same shit they want to hear.
We got the high brown psychic.
Next week, I want you to come in dressed up like a psychic. As much as you can, like full
Are we
cosplay
gonna,
like a
like-
psychic. Get a crystal ball, the whole nine.
Are we gonna like?
And we're gonna do like a.
We should
We're gonna
catfish.
start a
We should
Patreon
catfish
page.
psychic people.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we should.
No, because that's a lot of like old people and stuff. It's just like a pyramid scheme for the most part. Like,
But we
in a
wouldn't
way.
charge.
Like,
We
no.
wouldn't charge money. Like you could just you could be nice about it and like.
Be like, you've been scammed.
I see you paying for a lot of unnecessary things in your life. Stop that.
We can do like Facebook video chats, and like it can be like an over the air. Like people don't even have to show up. We just start doing psychic readings. Psychic.
So you already
reading.
blew our cover. Like people know.
Yeah, we're already giving out our scam
Yeah,
on the air.
but
Every time.
we'll only
Yeah,
scam
yeah.
the people that don't watch the show.
This is a discussion we should have had 15 minutes ago before we went on the air.
Well, it's a little late for that now, don't you think?
I'll write it down. I'll enter it into the official log.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey,
Psychic
cut it.
Scam.
Yeah.
Scrap it. Let's go.
Did anybody famous die this week, real quick, while I'm?
I
like,
heard
thinking
of
it?
somebody, but it was such a like a.
Oh,
Oh, so it was like a
thing.
-3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like
Silent Bob.
Shit.
Dude.
Yeah,
man.
Silent Bob got
Yeah.
fucks, man.
Technically,
All right.
Silent Bob did die.
We need to fuck rate Silent Bob.
Fuck, right?
I'll give a fuck rate
Yeah.
for the death of
Yeah.
the hamster.
Well, let's give a little background
Yeah,
here
let's-
about
yeah.
about who Silent Bob the hamster really was.
A dick.
He liked to run on his wheel a lot
In the middle of the night.
In the middle of the night.
That's what they do.
And it was
They're
a
nocturnal
squeaky-ass wheel.
animals.
I know, but his wheel has always been super squeaky. So I always hated the little motherfucker for that, right? But then I got smart and I oiled up his wheel.
Yeah.
And it quit doing it. I used
I
like
bet that fucker was fast though, man.
dude, you could instead of hearing like the you just heard like the fucker would just get in it and just go.
Did he ever run so fast he like flung himself out?
I never
'Cause
watched
that's-
him that close.
That's
That's
my
like
favorite
guaranteed
thing.
$5,000
Yeah.
on America's Funniest Home Video. If
is.
that show's even still on, like,
We should do it.
Will that work with a dead hamster?
oh, I'm
I'll
sure.
put him
like,
back in there and just spin that fucker real quick.
What'd you do with? Okay, so
It missed the beeps with it.
all right. I worked at a funeral home for 6 years.
Oh,
so,
shit.
What'd you do?
I designed gravestones.
Oh, that's cool.
But
So you never actually saw a dead body then?
I saw
Hold on,
many.
how do you go about
so many
designing a gravestone? Do you like feel it like artistically,
Uh,
or is it just like
she was the Versace of
I
the
did.
funeral industry.
I'm dead again.
you're alive?
Here.
Not okay.
There you
Okay.
go.
You're alive.
Just drifting.
And it's gone.
Psychic.
Yeah.
She called it. Misty wore off on
There we
us.
go.
She's
Yeah, okay.
That's her energy coming in for talking shit about her. No, so anyway, when I worked there, like I just know a lot about embalming. So what did you do with Mr. Silent Bob?
I told my children that he went to the giant hamster wheel in the sky.
It's basically AKA the garbage can.
Yeah, AKA the garbage can in my garage. Yeah.
Oh.
He got put into a plastic bag, tied off, and thrown in the garbage can.
So I had a hamster die one time when I was a kid.
Did you flush it?
No.
Damn it.
We had, like, its food came in, like, this cylindrical thing.
And it got stuck in there and
No.
died.
After he died, I dumped the rest of the food out and just put him in
Oh.
it. But it was in the middle of winter, so we couldn't go out and, like, bury him.
Right.
So we put him in the freezer, and he was, like, cryogenically frozen.
That's
In
awesome.
this cylinder.
You should have unfroze him before you buried him. He might have came back to life.
Like Lemmy Winks.
And all my friends were like, "Oh my god, did you like at school? Like kids were afraid of me. They're like, she has a hamster in her freezer." Because they're just like,
Brittany, how come none of the girls from school have been wanting to come over and hang out lately?
yeah. So I guess it was just fate that I ended up working at a funeral home.
Seems like they haven't wanted to come over and hang out with you since the hamster died.
Yeah. Were you emo?
Oh, I was hella emo.
Really?
Oh my
Did you have the
God.
skunk hair?
You can't be too emo having to wear a Catholic school uniform to school every day.
Excuse me, I had the jelly
I'm sorry about that.
wristbands.
You listened to Taking Back Sunday, didn't you?
Catholic
Fuck
schoolgirls
yes.
are
I knew
pretty
it.
goth looking.
Really? You think so?
I am taking back
can
Sunday
see that, I
face.
guess. You know what? Yeah.
We just talked about this
I
today.
take that back. Yeah, we were talking about
Yeah,
your.
I was emo, and then I was also a very closeted country fan.
Oh, wow.
And
So
so,
you-
I would vacillate between like Dwight Yoakam and like Fall Out Boy.
Would you go to like Dwight
Special.
Yoakam dressed like that?
I would go with
scooting.
like
People were like,
I would
God
go with my mom,
damn.
and I had a favorite pair of overalls that I would always wear.
Nice.
So
Who the hell is
Special.
Dwight
Dwight Yoakam?
Yoakam?
Dwight Yoakam's in the corner trying to catch my eye.
Any like
Is that a legitimate lyric?
Oh, man.
Lyle Lovett's right beside me with his hand upon my thigh.
That's some other song.
Yeah.
Was this some like
I know.
country like what?
It's like
That's an
It's a
actual
Mary
lyric.
Chapin Carpenter song. No.
yeah, that's it.
Is it?
I
Ain't
think
she
so,
dead?
yeah.
No.
Oh.
Passionate. Didn't she do passionate kisses?
No.
Was that her Mary Chapin Carpenter?
Was it?
Yeah.
Man,
We had to play that
his-
song all the time
his
at the
face
bookstore I
was
worked
classic
at.
when he
That's like
did-
the
when he
only
sang
reason,
that. He
started
like,
feeling
that's
it.
the-
He did.
His eyes, he raised his one hand.
Being a carpenter, what the hell has she ever built? You know, so,
Oh shit, Leo! I'm glad you caught on to that, man. That shit was funny, man.
It's like the second stage of
Yeah,
American
he was
Idol.
just like, he was Mariah carrying over here. That was great,
His
man.
karaoke songs are
I will
almost
sing One Sweet Day
always-
right now
yeah.
for the.
Do it.
the-
That's
it.
one of my favorite
just-
Mariah songs.
And I know you're shining down on me from heaven. Like some. Remember when they would like the studio music videos when they would
Yeah.
have one headphone, like,
Hey, they do always
or
say
they do
that.
the, they do
Yeah.
the,
Look up.
the We Are the World video.
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder. They'd have like that beam of light on them too.
Remember when
Like,
Remember when Will Smith left Stevie Wonder hanging on stage?
Yeah, wasn't that Will Smith at the MTV Music
Yeah,
Awards?
they did the Wild
Yeah, they
West
did the Wild.
song,
Yeah,
and Stevie Wonder
we're
comes out at the end and does
still-
like maybe like a minute of the chorus, and then it ends, and everybody walks off stage, and he's still sitting there.
And then the next presenters come out, and he's still like
Yeah,
just
he's
there,
still sitting
like,
side
and
stage,
over their
still, like, all
shoulders.
awkward,
He's
like-
probably just like waiting for somebody to come help him off the stage.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah.
Look that clip up. It's so.
I want to see that.
I do want to.
It's uncomfortable.
Oh man.
Yep, it was Mary Chapin Carpenter.
Ray Charles jokes are kind of the greatest. I'm not gonna lie, man.
You know why?
They're so bad, but they're so great.
You know why it's good to make fun of Ray Charles to his face?
Why?
Because he never sees it coming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's brutal.
We need a butt ching.
But
Wow.
back to old Silent Bob here.
Yeah.
He ended up in the trash can in my garage.
Oh, he needs a proper burial.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
No,
let's
he
do
doesn't.
that after the show.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
We should
Well,
have a
the tra-
ceremonial
trash,
burying.
No, that's still the trash.
Oh,
is
trash
still
has
here.
been picked up already.
It might have. I think it might have. I can't.
In the
remember.
Rumpke now.
I'm chase
Yeah.
after
Yeah,
the
yeah.
garbage truck crying.
Mixed in with a bunch of
Yeah.
syringes and tampons, and
Yeah.
he's in a better place now.
You go back to look for him, and that's all stuck to him. Tampons and syringes and shit. He's like a big ball, just like everything's just stuck to him.
It's like, fuck, you didn't die natural causes. Look at that syringe, man. He fucking idiot on heroin, man.
What sucked is like
got hepatitis.
obligatory.
We had to get Walt put down a couple weeks ago. It was like the
You said that so jovially.
He did.
We had to go get our dog put down.
It's the same weekend Pet Cemetery came out.
Oh, it
We
was.
put a hit
The
on
worst
our
time
dog.
for that movie to come out.
It was R.I.P.
I told my kids that, like Bryson, my youngest, he was like, so what did you really do with him? And I was like, buddy, I was like, I told you, he went to the giant hamster wheel.
He's already know what's up. Like, I know you fucked with him, Dad.
He's like, no, seriously.
He's sitting there and he's like, no.
See, people need closure.
Yeah,
You should have
he was
had
like,
a proper
what'd you do
burial.
with him? For real, tell me. And I was like, well, you know how we went and saw that Pet Cemetery movie a couple weeks ago, right? And he was like, all right, fine, Dad, and just like walked away. He knew I wasn't going to tell him what really happened.
Hashtag justice.
How long
for
was that
Silent
hamster
Bob.
alive for?
It's about 3 years.
We had a guinea pig that lived like 7 or 8 years.
Damn.
Guinea pigs can live a little longer.
Yeah.
They get big as
They're
fuck.
bigger.
Yeah, they do. They're not really an animal. Like hamsters are like not really an animal you can
I don't
handle too much.
I can't see it with like one of those without thinking about Eddie Murphy.
Why?
Dr. Doolittle?
Dr.
Dr.
Doolittle,
yeah.
man.
I had a hamster and I had a mouse, and the mouse was far smarter than the hamster. Like
Mice are smart.
Like if you have a hamster in one hand and a mouse in the other, the hamster will like jump to its death. Like
Yeah.
like it doesn't give a fuck. Like the mouse will like at least like negotiate around the side of your hand and like hang out. Like I could keep it in my pocket when I was doing schoolwork, and he was just chill.
Yeah.
Weird hamster goth girl. There's got a hamster in her box. So weird. She's so weird. She's a hamster in her box.
She's gonna freeze it.
A psychic told me that.
He only had one eye, and his name was Moses.
You had one eye?
Because I think I told you about the hamster versus mouse
Oh, that's
mouse
right.
death
Yeah,
match.
yeah. My neighbor's got a three-legged dog, and it's the
Nate
weirdest thing
Kieran.
ever.
Like
Three-legged dogs
Champion
freak me out.
from Parks and Rec.
Yeah. I've never seen Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
I heard
there's,
it's funny though.
There's a
I
dog
watched a
on
couple
there.
episodes. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
There's a dog on there named Champion that April and Andy adopt. No
so
one cares.
did they get a replacement hamster?
No.
Are they going to get one?
No.
No.
They get like
Yeah.
$1 or something like the tooth.
Dead hamster fairy.
damn it.
That's boss.
Why is this dead hamster under your pillow, bro?
It's not the tooth fairy; it's the trash fairy, man.
The garbage man comes and fucking
Yeah.
takes it away.
Yeah, here's a book for your kids, man.
Like you should make them pay you so they understand what funerals are like.
Yeah.
That's
Like
a good
you-
way to
a real
teach
cost
your
of
children
living.
the value
Do
of
you
money.
want to have a funeral for your hamster?
Yeah.
Give
Teach
me-
them the value of
give me
pre-planning.
$50.
$10.
Yeah.
So now when they buy an animal, you should always make them sit a little money aside for the death.
Oh, yeah.
Inevitable.
Life
That's a really
insurance.
good idea.
It's kind of fucked up, but it is like a good
Yeah.
lesson to learn.
It just got super dark in here.
It's so funny. It's so funny that you say that because that was like what we worked at the funeral home. Like it was like pre-planning and like preaching, but it's so much nicer to like have your ends of life care for all of your funeral home needs. We're sponsored by Gwen Mooney Funeral Homes.
Is that a real place?
Yeah, that's where I used to work.
I was gonna say, is that where he used to work?
Free
Yeah.
plug. Yeah, that works.
We had a girl on
It doesn't exist anymore.
that she does embalming, right? Where she's trying to be a mortician.
Yeah. Theo Holmes we had on the
Yeah,
show there.
yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's the friend who gave me the psychic reading is a funeral director.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Yeah.
I've watched a lot of
Interesting.
6 Feet Under, and I like The Undertaker, the wrestler.
Yeah.
Well, here's my
That
link.
counts.
I know
Yeah.
guys that used to smoke embalming fluid.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That
What's
dude that-
Shermstick, right?
Yeah, they call him
Shermstick.
Sherms.
Yeah,
That
Sherms.
dude that got beat the fuck out of at a White Castle, wasn't he fucking doing that? Smoked a
Was that
joint?
here or
I think so.
somewhere else?
Oh, a couple in Cincinnati, a couple
Yeah.
like maybe
What does
like
it
a
do?
decade
Like
ago.
how?
Yeah.
What
They
kind
don't
of
really
high
smoke
is
it like
that?
that.
It's almost
here.
like PCP, isn't
Yeah,
it? Like,
it's
yeah.
basically
Yeah.
PCP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
What?
like hallucinogenic. It don't really give you like superhuman strength, quite like bath salts, but it do kind of put you in a crazy state to where you kind of believe you have superhuman strength, but you don't really. So you might get your ass whooped still. Versus like if you do bath salts, you really do get
Yeah.
superhuman strength. It's crazy, but dudes used to like dip cigarettes and blacks and
Have you ever-
even
have
weed.
you-
in
have you
there.
ever done bath
no,
salts?
No, hey, man,
What?
fuck that.
Come on.
Hell no.
Yeah.
I never even smoked
anybody-
shrooms. I'm
Yeah,
cool. I'm not
so-
doing none of that shit.
Has nobody's ever smoked bath salts?
I don't
No.
think that's
I
something
thought
you
that
might
was like a thing
come
that-
I
back
did
from.
do.
You mean just spikes,
that,
right?
What's that?
What?
Salvia.
Salvia,
It
yeah.
was like didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Really? Did you
Nothing.
get the,
I thought it was
the
just like a
leaves or the
clove-
concentrate?
Absolutely. I don't know. I was in St. Louis. Like my buddy had some, and I smoked. Like
'Cause let me-
smoked a couple
let me tell
awkwardly
you.
at his computer desk, and then had to go like do a show, and I was fine.
When just for anybody out there who wants to try salvia,
Tugboat Jerry.
Yeah, get the.
This is like the Masterpiece song where he talks about making crack and tells you how. Like,
get like the extract or like the. What did I say it was? The
leaf or the something?
Yeah, don't get the leaf. Get the stuff that's like concentrated, yes. Yeah.
Ain't that shit like an incense or something?
That's what it's marketed as, yeah. Or like a...
Who believes in scientists, dude?
Like a potpourri.
Yeah, I ain't fucking with that shit, man.
Yeah.
It affects you to... You don't know when it's going to
Remember
go bad
that
until
dumb
it do.
shit they would tell you?
No, let me just tell you, man. It's some good shit, man.
Like for
that
you.
That just sounds like you're gonna die. Like that sounds like...
It don't work out for everybody.
Yeah.
Salvia?
Yeah, I saw people like on the ground, like twitching and being like stuck and shit, like weird, like positions. It's crazy.
I'm very protective of my brain.
It did nothing to me, which makes me think how fucked up I really am, like, just naturally, I guess, because it did nothing to me when I tried
those
it.
transmitters are already dead inside.
Just like twitching in the corner.
But growing up, like, there was like now there's like the Tide Pod Challenge or whatever, which I still don't think exists.
Dude, I don't get that.
The dumb shit that like kids at your school would like do, or yourself, to like get high. Like, oh, if you like our thing, like our school was like, if you take a Marlboro Red cigarette, I think it was Aquafresh toothpaste on the Marlboro Red, and then put it in the freezer overnight, and then smoked it. You would get really high.
Oh my god!
My friend's brother learned to do this in rehab.
I never heard of
it. Or nutmeg. Nutmeg.
It works.
We tried it and did nothing. Or banana peels. You're supposed to get high smoking banana.
Do you remember like the little kid?
I threw away a small fortune earlier today.
with Silent Bob.
I got some Chiquita right here.
Dude, the whole thing a few years ago that went around, like the kids playing the choking game.
Oh yeah.
Like all these little kids died because like to get a little bit of like a head buzz, they would like
hang themselves.
They would choke each other out, and they like liked the buzz that it gave them, and they would try to do it by themselves and just like hang themselves.
Wow.
And it was like 10, 11-year-olds. Like
wow.
Like,
should, like,
the
push
human drive to get
really
high.
dark now.
We should like push on each other's chests and see if like you can withstand
Oh,
the pressure and pass out. But we wasn't trying to get high.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But we did used to. I don't know.
Did you do this thing where like you backed up against the wall?
Yeah, that's
like
exactly.
you bent down, did like 5 or 6 like real deep breaths, and stood up and like they pushed on.
Oh yeah.
Same
we would
exact thing.
Like when you push really hard against like a door frame, and then your your arms like magically lift. Like
oh yeah, I've seen people do that
like,
too.
That was a.
I'm gonna try that later by myself.
That was a.
The door frame thing.
That was like
dude, it blows your mind when you're in middle school.
When you're like in a sleep, like what the fuck?
Yeah, when you're in middle school, you're like, this is awesome.
Did you ever play light as a feather, stiff as a board?
Oh my god, girl! I was the one at the sleepovers that would like.
With their freeze-dried hamster and shit, right?
I would always like I had like a contraband Ouija board that my mom didn't want me to have. That I had like hid under my mattress.
How would you
Again,
sneak that
out? She's got a Ouija board too, and she's got a frozen hamster in her pocket and a Ouija board.
And then we would do Bloody Mary in the bathroom, and like one of my friends was like, go in there and like I'll like hide in the bathtub and like I'll like help you. Like she clawed my like just like enough to like leave red in my
Christ.
And I went out and like and then she was like just put like soap like in the corner of your eye so your eyes get real red. And so I did that and went out and I was like, Bloody Mary, and people had to go home because they were too scared.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It all makes sense now.
So fucking turned on right now. I wait to go home tonight. Like, yes.
He's like, red rum.
You gonna show up with some soap? Put this in your eye.
Donna Palmolive, right?
Yep.
He's like, I'll give you some Palmolive, all right.
There's some fucking straight Calgon powder in your eye. Like.
Borax.
Oh, your trip to Louisville. How was that?
Oh, dude, it was awesome.
It was a good show.
We were stone cold sober, too, which is crazy.
You know, I haven't seen a
How did you go to Louisville on Derby evening?
Yeah, we could. We had to drive back.
Hold on, quick. No, did y'all hear about the basketball player D'Angelo Russell getting caught with marijuana? And I don't even know why I said marijuana. I don't even talk like that. He got caught with weed in his Arizona can.
No.
You
know, like on the what was Jurassic Park 2? Remember he hit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He had that type of thing with an Arizona iced tea can, and he got caught at the airport. The only
What
reason
a
I just
dumbass.
thought of it because D'Angelo Russell, he had point guard for the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
But he was going to Louisville. That's what just made me think.
Oh, no shit.
His dad live in Louisville. I'm thinking like you rich as fuck. You couldn't just pay some of your cousins or something. You like, get it once you get there. So, yeah. Anyway.
I didn't know that happened. When did that happen? Last weekend?
Yeah, so maybe that's why y'all didn't get high. D'Angelo got caught with the stash.
That could have been.
Nobody was doing nothing there, man. It was all. It was pretty.
It was pretty dead.
Yeah,
like,
it
was
was.
nothing going on. I couldn't even tell you. Like it was that dead. Like the strippers weren't even entertaining.
Yeah,
because it's everybody's like,
and there was a bunch of them.
Yeah,
but they were all like
they were sober too.
Well, because the
pregnant strippers.
The race is at like 6:50, so like everybody's drinking all day. So by that night, most of the time, like everybody's like,
can you imagine a sober strip club?
Oh my god, that'd be horrifying.
That would be the saddest.
That's how Deja Vu was.
Deja Vu was. Yeah,
couldn't even drink.
No, I mean like the strippers being sober too.
Oh,
I don't think that even that's not even possible.
I would hope they would
That's
be.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You hope they would be
I would hope they would be sober.
Why? Oh, no.
Not like super drunk.
Not drunk, but high. You need to be high.
All right.
You have to be
You
have to be not sober. You don't have to be fucked up.
Energetic stripper, not some sober one that's going to tell you about her kids.
Yeah, she all conscious. You see it in her eyes.
She like yawns.
She's feeling bad.
She's not loose, pretty much. Is what you mean.
She's thinking about it too much.
Yeah.
They're judging
She gets in her head. She doesn't perform as well.
Right. Did I just fart?
Dude, has anybody ever had a stripper fart on them?
No.
No, man. Have you?
No.
You would, though. You would be like, dude, I had a stripper fart on me.
Yeah, right in my face.
Yeah.
No.
What happened to lipstick on the collar?
Now it's shit stick, man.
I got a shit stain on my collar now, man. What the hell? You splattered me with it.
So y'all went to the concert, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it was at a strip club.
It was at a strip club.
Yeah.
Wow.
We saw some dude back right into a bowl, man.
Oh, yeah.
He
like,
nailed it.
We pulled in, and, like, we're sitting there waiting for the time to come up so we can go in. And, like, we're watching this guy pull in. He pulled his long-ass fucking Cadillac.
Yeah.
And he goes to back in, like, 4 or 5 spots away from us and just drills like, this big concrete block that's just sitting there.
He does, man.
Drills
so many times.
Yeah. he gets out and checks, and he literally looks. He's like,
yeah, am I good? I'm all right.
And just like walks in.
That's me, like
he
so
rocked
much.
that fucker. Like there ain't no way his car didn't get fucked up.
Dude, it was so loud. We were like, what the fuck, man? Like, dude, you know, like when someone's like doing something and you're like, I think they're going to stop. And they get to the point where like, he ain't going to stop. It was like, he ain't going to stop.
Yeah.
Bam! He cracked it hard, man.
What time did the show get out?
I think we were back on the road by what, 12:30?
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. And that was after like we hung out and did like a meet and greet and shit.
We talked to her for like 5 minutes.
She looks like Lady Gaga.
Really?
Like,
You think so?
Like when I was scrolling and
pulls her
saw
hair
it.
back.
Yeah.
She looked like how Lady Gaga look when they make her look pretty.
Oh, yeah?
When she's not being avant-garde.
Yeah, when she's not.
If Lady Gaga was more
Grace
Suicide
Jones.
Girl, then like we.
I think Debbie's way better looking than Lady Gaga.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta give you that.
She looked sober too.
Yeah, she was.
She probably was.
She said a couple times that she's been in these states she don't even carry just because she's been pulled over and they made her throw it out and shit like that. She's like, I don't even do it.
Well,
like if they have it at the show or something like that.
Throw it out, though.
Yeah, yeah. But at least like when she's at a show or something, I think like her management gets it for her or something like that.
Probably.
Yeah.
John Clark probably hooks him up.
Probably.
Speaking of shows right now.
POD.
Right down the way, ICP is
Oh, man.
in the
And POD.
And POD. I would have loved to see
On the
POD.
same show?
No, they're at Thompson House, man. And I was like, I used to love POD.
Well,
I
you
know.
never
I
know
know I
if
sound
the
like
show's actually going to happen or not there.
Yeah, I know I'm like a corny little 90s
my God.
kid, but I would have loved to see POD tonight.
POD was the first album
Of course.
that I
Of
bought
course.
with like I remembered that like I saved up like my media play points
Yeah.
and got
Media
me.
play.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm not corny too. Yeah.
You are
there's
media
a-
play points old.
I don't care, man.
I'm so old. I remember when I could get 12 CDs for $0.01.
Yeah.
That's how old I am.
Their shit would rock, in my opinion. I loved it, man. They could-
Media play was awesome.
No, like just POD in general.
Oh, POD?
Yeah.
POD was like inspiring, like when you're like, okay, I don't want to listen to straight emo. I want to listen to like
I don't listen
Christian,
to Papa,
like,
I don't wanna listen to
positive
I don't
rock.
wanna listen to Papa Roach right now. I
Yeah.
want to.
No, man, it's Hawthorne Heights. It ain't Papa Roach, right?
I feel like I was too old for Hawthorne Heights. Like,
Really?
Yeah, I feel like the moment
You
had
feel
passed.
like you're too old for
when did you graduate again?
04.
Okay, yeah.
So I feel like anything like after 2007, I was like, that's like child, like that's kids music.
Shit.
Like I'm too old.
That's where I noticed there is.
That's how it was when we went to Neck Deep.
Oh god, dude, Neck Deep was horrible.
Yeah.
Ruined your fucking night, man.
The show was good. Just like everybody around was like, these people are super fucking young, and I feel super fucking old.
Yeah.
I hate.
I went to a country concert with my mom and almost fought a bitch because they were getting too close to my mom.
Like
I
the
was,
young girl was?
Yeah, like I went and
too
like
close, like they were trying
like they
to
were
touch
like
your
they were
mom?
just being drunk and sloppy and like a fucking country concert.
I was gonna say
got
your mom
really
needs some
bad.
fucking room, don't she?
Oh my
She
god,
get down?
I was like the kids.
Oh,
My
fuck
mom-
with Kimmy.
My mom has bad knees, and I was like, if this bitch gets close to my mom and knocks her down, I'm going to jail. Like, I'm just going to fight her.
It seems like any kind of like. It always occurs at a
Country concerts are
country
Dude.
you don't
wasteland.
I am
Yeah.
so glad I've never
you
been
don't
to a
mix
country
well with
show.
them.
No, I don't.
They're bad.
No.
Leo,
They
I know
suck.
you've been to a country show before,
Never.
right?
Toby
No.
Keith, right?
That's surprising.
Never.
Really, I can't believe that,
Yeah,
man.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, I could. He'd be like, fuck that.
I've never been to a. I saw Willie Nelson, but that doesn't really. He's like universally
I'd go to
like
a Willie Nelson
Yeah, that
concert.
doesn't really
Yeah.
count.
Willie's cool, man.
He's
I
coming
wouldn't
to
even count
Riverbend.
him as country.
Yeah, I don't know. He's just like
I don't even know what to call him.
Yeah,
Outlaw
He's just
country.
iconic.
he's Willie Nelson.
He's an icon.
He just got to go
Stoner
under
music.
rocks.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Speaking of rock, are there any good new rock bands?
No.
I don't really hear anything. I
would
don't
say,
see
please don't
anything,
say-
You know, where is it?
The
I
Led
think
Zeppelin wannabes.
Oh,
If I
Greta
had-
Van
Yeah.
Susteren or whatever.
If I had to plug
I always
somebody,
think that when I hear their name.
it would be Sturgill Simpson. He
Never heard him.
is like he's kind of like old. He brings in like kind of 70s like funk.
He's pretty good. I
stuff.
like
So,
him.
do you like
And
Johnny
he does,
Paycheck?
like a brass, like he'll have a brass section every now and again. So
I'd rather go to a rockabilly show than a fucking country show.
Are we gonna? We should go to ICP, all of us together at the Dayton show because
Yes,
it's on a
please.
Friday.
In Dayton?
Yeah,
That'd be a good little team building
Damn.
experiment.
That would
there.
be.
it's on a
We
Friday.
could, we could play Liza Feather Stiff as board in a hotel room. Just
I
kidding.
will, and I will tell the scariest stories. I'll have to call your moms.
You go play, what was it? Bloody Mary in the bathroom.
Yeah.
She's in there screaming Bloody Mary. Like, what the fuck?
We're all sitting out here. And
No
she,
one
like,
cares.
She comes out with Bloody Marys. Like,
Yeah.
I was fucking making Bloody Marys, guys.
See, I'm from the hood. We did Candyman.
Candyman.
Yeah, dude, I love.
That's scary because it's fucking real.
I love that
Oh,
movie.
man.
I'm laughing so hard just 'cause
I
you did.
love that movie.
He's like, yo, I love you, man. That was
Did you ever
great.
have anybody fuck with you and be like, oh man, he was fucking in there, man?
Yeah, we would lie and shit, but nobody would ever like say it the fifth time. And
Yeah.
shit. Like kind of pussy.
Of all the scary shit I did, I would never say Bloody Mary the third time. Like to this day, I won't. Like,
I think Candyman, you're supposed to say it like 5 times or something
so,
like that.
yeah.
You know what's
Like,
scarier than Bloody Mary? Sally Mae when she calls 3 times.
She always calls the third time.
Bill
And
Collector
the
calls
fifth.
way more scarier than Bloody Mary in the mirror.
That's a good one, man.
Thank you. I just thought right off the cuff. Just boom.
Dude, Leo, kill me with that, man. Yo. What did you say, man?
Candyman?
Yeah.
We're from the hood. We did Candyman.
This
forgot
shit
all
was
about
so
Candyman.
great, man.
I love that movie. Too.
I think
It's
they're
such a good
rebooting it.
movie. Yeah, they are. Jordan Peele's going to
Yeah.
produce it.
Yeah.
Dude,
When the,
everything.
when the mics aren't on after the show's over with, I will tell you a story about the guy that actually plays Candyman in the movie.
Tony Todd?
Yeah.
Are they
I
gonna
love
bring
Tony
him
Todd,
back?
man.
No, but I've got a story about him I don't want to tell on the air. 'cause
Would you
it's-
like, he whip out his dick and
No, it could be libelous, but it's a true story that happened, but it's not.
Hashtag
just
Me
say
too.
Just say allegedly.
Allegedly.
and
Allegedly,
you're
Okay,
he
yeah.
likes allegedly crack cocaine. Allegedly.
I mean, everybody's
man.
got something, man, you know?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is it?
The guy that played Candyman.
Oh.
Then or like,
Like
currently?
off and on currently. Yeah.
well, I'll give him like credit. Like it's hard to be a functioning crackhead.
he's-
Seriously though, like,
I
it's
think
hard to
there's
do.
being an actor like on drugs, and then there's like being an actor and being a crackhead. Like
He's making
Yeah.
his dollar go farther.
Oh, man.
That's
Yeah.
probably like
Yeah.
top 5 hardest.
that's
things
what
to
we
do.
were talking about.
Be a
Right?
good
I
crackhead?
To be
remember.
a
What?
functioning
What?
Yeah.
crackhead.
Okay, law of average. This is the things that I say to Brittany before we go to sleep at nights. Law of average says there has to be at least one celebrity that has sex with a dog.
What?
Yes, statistically.
Yeah.
Statistically, there has to
Who
be
do you
a
think it is?
celebrity out
I know-
there
I
that
bet
has
it-
had sex with a dog.
I think I know who it is.
I just thought of somebody. They dead though, so I don't want to say.
Oh shit!
Yeah, honestly, the first person that popped in my head was Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh, he fucked a dog?
No, I just.
Oh.
He looks like the kind of guy.
So that's the guy.
Okay.
That's
That's the
who
dude
you're
that played
picking.
Capote.
Yes.
Yeah, that's who
Yeah,
you're
him.
picking.
Not,
He looks
not.
like a dog
I don't
fucker.
think he
Him or,
fucked the dog, but I think there was some peanut butter involved.
So wait a second.
Like,
So
that's
where
what
does
I
this
think.
statistic come from?
just because statistically there has to be at least one celebrity.
Well, what's the statistic?
I don't know.
They take a survey.
I didn't look
Like
it
1
up.
out of 10 people will get cancer.
Yeah,
like
something
that.
like that.
Just
Like
based on
one
the
out of-
population, it has to be
you know,
at least one of them.
Yeah.
So is that like a questionnaire on the SAG thing to become a SAG
Yeah,
member?
You fucked a dog.
Yeah.
Yes.
We won't tell anybody, and we'll just tally this up.
But who would you think if there was one celebrity?
I like
Mine would be
the-
Miley Cyrus.
I could see the Philip Seymour Hoffman thing. I'm kind of behind that now. I couldn't think of one last night, but
Let me think of somebody that's alive though.
Hillary Duff. She so would, man.
man, that was like okay.
That's so specific.
Yeah, it's,
She so would.
I would say Paris Hilton.
Oh yeah.
I can
Yeah,
picture
like,
her
I
ringing
think
that
she
great
could
name.
come home from the club like rolling and be like,
yeah, trying to impress some
be like,
dude, some
"Hey
rich
princess,
guy. Yeah.
hey
Now,
princess."
now I'm just thinking
how
of that
you
porn video,
doing?"
man. That's just wrong, man. Ugh.
I like Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah, I'm with
Him
you.
fucking a dog.
Judy Garland. I don't know. I'm just throwing that name out. Judy Garland.
She looked like a dog fucker.
Yeah, she. I don't know why that came to mind, but
Toto.
Well, we're
Martha Stewart.
you guys don't know who this is, but we were saying Lisa Vanderpump because she has like all of these like animals, and she doesn't just go, "Oh, how cute! I love you so much." She goes, "Oh, you're a sexy little beast, aren't you?" Like she
Like
gets
Jane
like
Goodall or something?
real up and involved in her pet's business.
That's a little weird.
That's just I mean, a pet's a pet.
Lisa Vanderpump.
I'm sure all your old school fans.
Leo's
are-
over there googling her. He's
Yeah.
like, "I'm gonna look this bitch up."
I'm sure all your old school fans are really loving the
The new format.
new guy bringing the dog fucking question to the.
It's cool, man.
They probably are. Right?
I mean, that's
it's
what they were
on-
used to.
Yeah,
It's on
comments
brand.
tonight,
That's
so-
on brand.
Yeah.
Really? How many people watching?
We got 6 on YouTube
Oh,
and
hello.
just 1 on Facebook. Right
Oh,
now.
well, yeah.
Mm.
We've had a bunch of people join in and jump out,
Tough night.
but only 1 watching now.
It'll be
That it
alright.
says.
We gotta push the down. We gotta push the audio.
Push the envelope,
version
man.
more.
Let's do this.
Push the audio.
Oh,
More.
go back old school.
Get them impressions up.
You're in marketing.
We're doing
I
good.
track the Facebook impressions, and we're
Why are we having a meeting on
not,
the air?
not killing it.
Yeah,
feel like I
you're
should've
like
wore a
this is
suit.
like kind of like what you do, ain't
This
it?
is what I do. Yeah.
That's see, we got the right chick, man.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
She's perfect. She does the sounds.
We need to get
She's
some
like our
dark-
marketing
we need to
director.
take it-
We need to
Notes now?
throw some money behind the dark ads and get that rolling.
Oh, cool. Just let me
and-
know. We'll
think-
we'll
We
have the
We got
benefit.
like $5.
Can we have like a next like neighborhood yard sale? We should have like a dunking booth
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
and like
Well,
raise
hey,
money.
it'd be yard sale.
I
Yeah.
still think you guys should man the dunking booth at Dump Trunk.
That'd be awesome. That'd be a good idea.
Like,
We should so do that.
Like, man it, like, sit in it and have
like
people
Yeah.
volunteer to be dunked.
Oh, I'd do it.
I'd do it
Yes.
because I talk shit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
man. But I'm all skinny and shit.
I'll do it before the end of the
We're
day.
all skinny and shit.
Do we
I
have,
remember
do
when
we
I
have
used
to
to
dress
be
up
skinny.
like Trump?
I'd have been like working out like 6 months
I
ago.
think we should get a wig at least.
At least a wig.
At least a wig.
We could rock that.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't keep getting dunked, like too much like lotion.
We'll have like a vat of like moisturizer.
I thought this was like a can't swim kind of deal.
Oh, no.
he can't swim.
I
He's a
can't swim.
non-swimmer.
I'm not a good swimmer.
Me neither. I hate the water.
Really?
I was put on a life jacket when me and Britt went on a paddle boat a couple.
Dude,
Yeah,
I would
I
have
had
too,
to
man.
talk him out of
I would
it.
too,
I'm like,
yeah.
you nerd.
She's like, what are you doing?
I would have, man.
I would have.
Would you go skydiving?
You won't.
The best is gonna be we're gonna get so much audio for the show next weekend when we go to Gatlinburg of me like I don't want to ride this ride. No, I'm not getting on this.
She should
No.
secretly record you.
No.
I am.
Yeah,
and
do
it
it.
will be a soundbite.
Oh, that's gonna be
Yep.
awesome.
Asshole.
And like, you need to get like spy glasses and wear them the whole trip.
Make him do the slingshot thing. I want to watch the video
Yeah.
from that.
Do that.
I'm with you though. I hate him
Please.
too. We should do it together.
Next county fair that comes,
Yeah.
let's do
I
it.
fucking hate
Oh
it,
my
dude.
god, we cry
that's-
together.
roller
That's our
coasters,
team
I hate
building. Is
heights.
we go to Kings Island, and
Oh, dude, he won't ride roller coasters.
Yeah, it's not. It's pointless. Like I don't like it anymore either.
Yeah.
I used to.
I
love
get
it.
motion
I think it's
sickness.
I think
I
it's
never
getting
did like
older.
it.
Now
It
I'm
beat
looking
those
like
rides beat the shit out of you.
you're
and you
aware
feel
of
like
your
shit
of
out-
the risk that you're taking.
yeah. When you're
more
young,
than
you're trying to
okay,
die.
yeah.
Now
Now I'm
you're
like,
trying to
I
live.
could have
Okay.
I don't have insurance. I could have a possible heart condition, and then I fucking die on
Dude,
vortex.
exactly, man.
Like,
That's what I.
If you had to die on vortex, that would be the worst death.
Wouldn't it be messed up? You
No.
made it to heaven,
Not
and God
even.
told you like, well, you could have had 40 more.
Yeah, you died on the vortex.
Yeah.
You
did
chose the
drop zone.
vortex.
Like we tried to tell you through that fortune cookie at the Chinese restaurant, but you
Yeah.
didn't open
Mystical
it. and eat it.
Melissa
Yeah,
said, "Don't ride the fucking vortex," and you ignored her.
Do you have her phone number? Can you call her right now?
You gotta pay like $15.95 for like the first 2
I
minutes.
think we can definitely leave her a voicemail.
Hold on, wait, can anybody become a psychic? Like, it's
There's
not like
it's not a regulated
What'd you
trade.
say?
Everybody's knowing. Like that was great, Dusty. I'm gonna acknowledge how funny that
I'm
line.
sorry.
Thanks, man.
run it back.
Yeah.
Are you gonna
I
like?
must have
Said it's
missed
gonna be
it.
$2.99 a minute.
Oh, that, yeah.
I'm like, damn.
You know, I was really sad about talk about fucks of death giving. I was sad when Miss Cleo died.
Were you?
Why didn't you mention that earlier when her name came?
I don't know.
We never did give fucks for old
Oh,
Silent Bob.
can we do that real fast?
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you want
'Cause
to.
my
I know you're
OCD
keeping
will-
track.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
mean, honestly, as his main caregiver, cage cleaner, outer,
I changed the cedar.
yeah. I'm gonna go too.
Oh damn!
He was the pallbearer and everything.
Oh.
I was a pallbearer at that motherfucker's funeral, man. I gave him a 2.
What did he do to you?
I even found his body, man. It was all like,
The cat dug it out of the garbage can, man. He told me that driving down. He's like, I'm like, what'd you do with that hamster? He's like, I put it in the garbage can. I'm like, dude, a cat's gonna have that in like 2 hours. It's gonna be all over your driveway and shit.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Okay, Dusty. How many fucks? Do you give?
don't be
Man.
sympathetic now.
No,
Just
because like
shoot
I'd
it straight.
stay over and sleep on the couch, and I'd wake up in the dead middle of the night going squeak, 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 squeak. Fucking hearing that. But probably like 3 fucks.
3?
3?
Yeah,
That's pretty sad. When,
little
like,
fucker.
I said
Dustin
He's a
gives him
hamster,
more than
man.
me.
I said tend to suck up the other end and be kind of funny, but really, honestly, like, and I hate to say this.
He thought about it
Did
during
you
the
even
week.
know I had a
I hate
hamster?
to say this, a 1.
One. Fair enough.
I'm being honest. I will always bring honesty to the table.
I love a hamster.
I thought you were gonna say I love a ham sandwich.
I actually made a line of hamster clothes when I was a child, and yeah.
Weird goth girl with a frozen ham. I think
She called it the dead hamster.
I'm
No, I
sorry.
can hear you.
It's not okay.
You struck a nerve with the hamster. I'm gonna go.
Frozen.
I'm gonna go a
The
solid.
name of the brand.
I'm gonna go a solid like 5.5.
Oh,
All right. All right.
I like.
Nice.
I will always rate an animal like
Rate
at
an
least.
I'm glad she
5.
said rate.
Yeah, I was gonna be too. I was
found
gonna be
out
like,
one.
this is our last
Oh,
one.
shit. I knew I'd give it away.
You're one of them.
Statistically.
Statistically.
Statistically, one of us has fucked a dog.
Yeah, I finally found the one, and of course she
Don't-
fucked the dog.
Don't
like,
kink shame me.
I know. I'm sorry. Let's not bring our personal life too much into this show.
I'm
All
sorry.
right,
Try to
I gotta
go-
hear Leo. What's
I'll
up,
probably
Leo?
say like a 0.5.
0.5? Damn.
Thanks for keeping
That's
it real.
only
Leo.
for the kids. Like, just because how they might feel.
Yeah.
They-
Because I don't care at all.
They really didn't care.
Oh, so man, I want to
Yeah,
again.
Well-
It's like last week. I want to change mine now. My 1 was for the kids.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll allow that. So,
Okay.
what's our total? Like 8.5.
Man, I can't believe I gave him 3 fucks.
I didn't know I was gonna have to do this live.
Oh.
All right.
She's like, I can't do math right now.
You can't even do math, bro.
Yeah.
12. A solid 12
Wow.
Wow, you
out
got
of a-
12 fucks.
Out of a possible 50.
out of a possible 50.
Wow, that's low.
That's the lowest, right? So far?
Yeah.
It has to be.
Out of this
Yeah.
group, yeah.
I haven't tallied the first.
I think Hitler was a little less.
To be fair.
Depends what part of the country you
To be
ask.
fair.
You know.
Or how many
Oh my
beers
god!
I've had.
Oh my god! Did you guys hear about that? There was a Holocaust Remembrance Day rally, and I don't mean to like get
This
all
is the
like
darkest
more heavy.
fucking episode.
No, there was a Holocaust Remembrance rally, and white supremacists met outside of it and were like protected by the cops, yelling 6 million more. Like that's literally what they yelled.
6 million more Elvis albums.
Yeah,
fans,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, I mean, they got the right to protest, right?
I guess but
And
that's
it all
just
goes
like,
down to again freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech.
that's just very specific. Like you don't have to get that. Oh, we know
They
the
always
point.
have been, though.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Okay.
as much as, like, the Westboro Baptist Church sucks
Oh, fuck
ass and I
them.
fucking hate them, they have every fucking right to
I
I'm
agree
not-
with Jerry.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying that is like in your face white supremacy. Like that I mean
See, like, you got to look carefully to find the humor in it. Like, I remember it was a KKK rally.
thanks for
And they was
bringing
out
it
there
back
like
there.
they was out there like screaming like, you know, fuck Jews, fuck niggers and shit, but like dude had on Jordans. Come on, man. Like be
At least have
consistent.
the authenticity, man.
So you like look at their clothes closely or something, you know, it might
Like, that guy's a plant and he just walked on.
they don't even know Like, they don't even feel this shit anymore, for real. Like, come on, man. Why are you mad? Like,
Because,
bored
hey
of
man,
this shit,
because the money was low. They're like, all right, he wears Jordans. That's the only negative. His scorecard was like -5 Jordans.
Like, I don't understand. Like, as a black dude, like, I get it. Like, you know,
were they camo? That was
like-
allowed.
like European Jews. European Jews aren't the same as like regular white folk or whatever. But like, come on now, in 2019, like, it's not much difference. I mean, for real.
Yeah.
Between a Jewish person and a white person, like in America. How can you be that mad? Like 6 million? Come on, bruh.
Yeah.
Like, why are you mad?
Yeah.
No,
I can tell you what's the difference between them and a Jewish person. It's their bank account.
Well, it's funny too, like when you have like Italian people who are white supremacists.
Time's up, KYHBB.
If you are of Italian descent, you have just been
funny.
considered white for like the last 50 years. Like, calm down. Like, if your last name is Italian, you cannot be a white supremacist.
We're grandfathered in.
Yeah. We're newly white. We're gonna use it.
Oh, that is.
Well, yeah, freedom of speech is necessary. I mean, we all got to just deal with it here and there.
Yeah.
I get
We
it.
wouldn't have the show if we didn't.
That's true. That's very true.
I wish we had like an America the Beautiful soundtrack
Yeah, we
right
should
now.
have.
Like,
Fuck that.
America.
Fuck
Yeah. That's the song we need right now.
Just like that clip. Just
Yeah.
bam, just
Yep,
dropped.
noted.
Yeah.
See, this is why I have notes.
Take some notes.
You should see how many Excel spreadsheets we have just for Monday.
Shut up. Literally.
So you're like very organized in life.
We both are. It's
Yeah.
like.
That's kind of nice though. Like to have that. Okay, this is organized. We know what's
Yeah.
going on.
Well, I'm so dumb. I forget everything. So if I don't write it down immediately, it's just.
But see, that right there makes you smart.
I
You're
guess
smart
you
enough to write
you
shit
identify the weaknesses.
Notes are
and
great.
Go from there.
have to know
I never
yourself.
realized like till I got to college like how awesome taking notes
Yeah,
is.
it really.
It's like amazing. Like you get to
helpful.
college and you're like, well, I'm paying for this, and you start taking notes. You're like, wow,
I
this
will
helps
never,
so much.
I will never get rid of my college notebooks because I'm like, this is the only evidence that I
Yeah.
really have of like the work I've done in
Yeah.
college, and it's
They're like
curated.
scriptures.
Yeah,
They really
it's
are.
like, it's my mythical text.
I won't throw them. I got a bunch of IT ones I won't throw
That
away.
shit look
Yeah.
weird probably to other people, like
Yeah.
Jim Carrey,
hieroglyphics.
number 23.
It's a great fucking movie.
It is. It is.
Great
I think it's
fucking
his
movie.
best movie, actually.
23?
Yeah.
Dude, Sonic the Hedgehog's gonna be.
Have you seen the creepy Sonic?
No.
The
The
creep.
teeth or
Oh, yeah.
It's like he's like all anthropomorphized, and he looks like just a sad, skinny dude wearing like fur pajamas.
Yeah, it's
like
weird.
it's creepy.
He looks like a furry,
I'm not
like a
fan.
cartoonized furry.
Isn't he real big in the Fury?
Yeah.
Fury.
Yeah, he's
furry
like
community?
4 foot. Oh yeah, Sonic, kind
Yeah,
of.
aren't they?
You said Fury, and I was
Yeah.
like, are we still talking racist?
Racist.
Can we honestly agree that furries are fucking weird?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
not to,
racist
sex
furries, that'd be
shame,
weird.
You are all about the kink shaming tonight, aren't
Yeah,
you?
it's
Wait,
just-
what is a furry?
They dress up like animals and fuck each other.
Yeah.
Like fluffy ones, like
yeah,
like
full on,
Like full body
costume.
costume?
like
Yeah, they
amusement,
won't even use their own
amusement
dick.
park animals, like with like
Whoa.
the big furry
Yeah.
head.
They won't use their own dick,
No, they use like strap-ons and shit.
even though they have a dick.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's like some of them.
Doesn't make
Some of
sense.
them.
I don't
are
know
like
about
that.
all
There's
that.
a
At least
guy.
use yours
there's
first.
There's a guy. Yeah, there's a guy that used to like. I used to work with was kind of like really into it. Like he never said it. He
Or
was.
they like that hentai
yeah,
weird shit
yeah.
too.
And he like My Little Pony, which is like really
Anime
fucking
people.
weird.
Anime people
Yeah,
are really
he's a
fucking
Bernie.
weird too. People that are super into anime.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna front though. Only like cartoon. Well, I mean,
Dragon Ball
not
Z,
only
it's
though.
like the
but,
only
but as a
type
kid though, I used to
thing.
think like the Thundercat chicks look good. Like damn.
I'll give you that. Thundercat chicks were pretty hot.
Leo Saturday morning with like Fruit Loops and jerking off to the Thundercats.
I think
better than Rue McClanahan.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure my like first like real crush was on the Ninja Turtles.
Really?
Like I liked some Ninja Turtles.
You like the rat? Did you like freeze him too?
Shredder?
Splinter.
I love how
Let's
it's just
spend the
like
next
Splinter.
20 minutes mansplaining Ninja Turtles to Brittany.
My bad.
Oh,
I
man.
was always made to play April, so that was my.
I can see that.
I can see
you
that.
playing April
Like an emo April.
I was the only girl cousin.
Frozen
and
hamster.
So like, you just be April and you just like show
Panic
up
at the
after.
Disco
Yeah.
playing in the background.
That's what was playing in the boombox that she always
List.
carried. Oh, yeah.
List.
It was a camera she always carried around, wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah,
was.
news
She was a reporter.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, fucking Ninja Turtles is awesome.
Dude, those movies,
They
the
were so
original movies,
great, man.
The original
Yeah.
part two. Part two was the shit.
Part two was the shit.
Oh my
Part two was
god,
the
yes.
shit.
Yes.
I want a pizza that looks as good.
Oh, I
tastes
know.
As good as the Ninja. I've yet to find.
Those are the Goofy movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Goofy movie and
Yeah.
Goofy movie had like got me into like spray cheese when I was
Yeah.
like
The eating
teenager.
sour
cheese.
pizza.
I like
Yeah.
Vanilla Ice back then.
Yeah,
For like a year.
Yeah, oh my God, everybody tries to.
Like 1
he's
year.
one of those people. Everybody tries to like shit on. It's like, dude, you had the cassette.
Did you
tape,
have the
man.
cube
Come on.
haircut?
That album wasn't number 1 for like 10 weeks for like he shaved the weird thing.
Did you?
I actually did
Did
that.
somebody
once.
have that?
I
knew
tried.
it. I knew it.
But here's the thing: I was using my dad's electric razor, like that he would shave with.
You probably shaved his balls with that too, man.
He might have, but I didn't.
They wasn't
think,
shaving balls back then.
I thought
That's
if I
so
just,
true.
Yeah,
They
that's
were.
true. That was fruity shit that he did back then.
I thought you guys have seen like the 3-headed fucking electric razors, right?
Yeah.
Well, I thought if I just turned it on its side a little bit, I could do it and make a line.
So you shaved your eyebrow.
I ended up shaving off that whole fucking eyebrow. Yeah.
Hey, imagine taking one of them to the sack.
Oh, dude. Dude, you'd have the smoothest balls, man.
You'd have to like
That shit'd hurt.
brain
It
that
would
shit
hurt.
and get it real tight.
Yeah.
I've done it before and it bleeds like a son
Oh,
of a
dude,
bitch
I bet
when
it
you do it
does.
down there,
I
man.
feel like your
You have to
pubes
numb
would be
that
too
shit first.
thick for the.
No, I would say that. You got to get the bigger gauge one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't that weird they make gauges, though? Like,
But
I
then
got
you got
these thick
Gauges
edges.
for everything.
Yeah.
Then you got to be worried about shaving your dick off.
Yeah,
too.
that's
You go
true.
too
Like
big.
nicking your dickin'.
Nick and your dick.
Nicking your dick.
Yeah.
Hey, they actually got a pubic hair trimmer thing. For
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I'm
they
not gonna
do.
say the name.
Really?
Dude, they need to sponsor us.
Yeah.
There's like ball wipes and shit now.
Yeah,
Ball
but it's just
wipes.
it's just baby
Ball
wipes,
wipe-
man.
Balls
Yeah.
wipes.
Yeah,
Just for
it's
your
just-
balls.
Well, and like freshen up, you know.
For the record,
just
baby
give me
wipes.
baby
fucking
wipes.
rock, yeah.
All right,
Baby
baby
wipes.
wipes. Baby wipes is good.
I
Baby
want to
wipes
know
are
the
like-
hole there.
they're
It's
It's
not like a
stink.
toddler. She's trying to
Yeah.
suck your dick, and it's like
Yeah.
that smells like
They leave a
preschool. Get the
residue.
fuck
They
away.
leave a residue.
Some
So
people
I
do
use
that, man.
just use a soap. Just use a
Residue.
fresh rag and soap and
Yeah.
hot water, man. Just get it
You don't
like
need
shower
it.
fresh.
Why shower when you can just use a ball
Learn
wipe?
Yeah,
how to
exactly.
take a hoe bath.
Febreze. Just spray some Febreze down there.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to
Why is this so chemically? I don't know.
I used to Febreze my dog, and then I wonder why I got cancer.
Oh shit. Man, you don't think about that shit until everybody like starts talking about it. You're like, oh fuck.
Wow.
Rest in
Oh,
peace.
Rest in
R.I.P.
peace.
Should we go around Walt real quick?
Oh,
That would be a
no.
0 from everybody because they didn't know the magic that
Since
was
Walt's
Walter.
a dog, I'd give him like a straight 10.
Yeah,
That
he
dog
was the best
fucking
dog.
ruled,
I love
he
dogs,
was a great
man.
dog. He had a cough like your dude.
Oh yeah. Little
And-
Rico,
Yeah, and
aka George Zimmerman.
Yes.
I used to call him that all the time.
Yeah.
well, my dog's named Walter Cronkite because like they told me he was 5, and my vet like laughed in my face and was like, "He's 10." So I'm like,
This dog was old. He was blind and deaf, and
Yeah.
Was his teeth all like dull and shit?
He had like, it was so. Okay, this is not lighting the mood at all.
I tell you what, we're almost at an hour.
Holy shit, we are.
We haven't talked about any of the fucking shit we have in our description
Okay.
here about our topics. Hit the news
Okay.
jingle,
Sorry.
and we will get started on that.
we're an hour into
Oh
this.
my.
Yeah,
Just
it's
about.
10
fun.
minutes.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
That works too. Yeah. So, first up here, and we'll run through this really
'Kay.
quick because some stuff's cool, some stuff's kind of, the new royal baby.
We fought wars to like get away from caring about that shit.
Yeah, like I.
And now
that.
we have an American in the royal family. now.
Oh, that's
She's
right. America.
American.
Fuck yeah.
Meghan Markle is my fucking hero.
But
So calm
like
down.
honestly, before she married that dude, I had no fucking clue who the fuck she was.
I still
Yeah.
don't
I know her
who
from
it
the
is.
show Suits.
Yeah.
Is that what she was in?
Yeah.
I knew she was on TV.
I just knew
She's
she
pretty.
was cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
she
about it.
looks like a real person.
Yeah. Yeah.
mean,
I've heard she's.
not much anymore.
No.
I always look
Look.
scared and shit. Like her eyes, like what the fuck is
If I
You
had,
don't understand what anybody's saying.
I mean,
probably
you
what it is.
sell your private life to
Yeah.
be a part of that. So
And I could give zero fucks
Zero
about,
fucks.
about a royal baby.
I mean, I don't care
okay,
about the.
I don't know why I
the
care,
family.
but I just know that like I was refreshing like Google News to like find out the baby's
Why?
name. I don't know.
I
I
get-
don't know. I can't tell you.
I will say this. I think the new royal baby is a much, much, much better news headline than hearing about a school shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
That
yeah,
happened
I
this
would
week,
say
too.
that was
Where?
the-
Where did this one happen? At?
Colorado.
Should
Yeah.
we give fucks about the school kids?
No, let's not do that.
Okay.
No, let's do it.
There was only one, so it'd be quick.
Yeah.
There was only one this time?
One death,
Yeah.
but multiple injuries.
Oh, that's
yeah.
the guy that tried to stop him? Or is
I think so.
Yeah, that kid.
Okay, I heard
Yeah.
about that.
that
Yeah.
kid that
The
tried to
brave
stop him.
young man.
They giving him
Yeah.
like military
They're wanting to,
ceremony or something.
they're,
like
they're
that?
wanting to do
For his
military
bravery?
training in school. They're wanting to do now.
Well, Florida, I think, gave their teachers permission to carry guns.
Well, they want to start teaching students like there's like a push now like that's starting to
self-defense?
teach. Yeah, combat.
So you're gonna
in
make him
school.
an elite fighter along
Yeah.
with a fucking
We've
psycho?
trained this 12
Like Rich Franklin.
Like,
That dude's a teacher.
Being
I wouldn't fuck with him.
that Rich Franklin like taught a lot of my friends at Oak.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I did see he was from here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, he was so good.
All right, dude, are you watching the fights tomorrow night?
Yes, I am.
Are
come
you?
over and
Are you
watch
watching him here?
Y'all got my kids, unfortunately.
Oh, you can bring your
Sorry.
kids, man.
No, I can't.
That wasn't creepy.
I didn't mean like that. I mean, because he's got kids and
Leo,
stuff.
bring
Damn,
him.
man.
Are there
your
fights
kids,
tomorrow?
man. Yeah, you want to
Yeah.
watch them?
Like boxing?
No, the
UFC.
UFC.
Oh, UFC.
Yeah. If you want to watch them, come on over, man.
Look at that face of like, I
You can
want
bring-
to, guys,
You
but I
can bring
don't.
her too if you want, I guess.
I
We're going.
They're going to get
Yeah.
fucked up at Elizabeth Warren,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, yeah,
we're going day
fucked up.
drinking.
Yeah, we're just being real red-blooded American liberals tomorrow.
we are doing brunch and Elizabeth Warren.
We're gonna go see
rally.
Elizabeth Warren speak and then eat
Mimosas
brunch
and
get
shit,
drunk.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
We
time
might
does that end?
Stop
You
by
guys
a
can-
farmer's market just to round out.
That
Oh
is
my
so.
God, no, I
that's
would
so.
never. No,
You guys sound
never.
like you guys
Leo's
gonna be in
thinking
California.
like fucking white people.
No, I know Elizabeth Moore. That's the old lady with glasses. Right?
Yeah, she's gonna
She's
be at
like-
Bogart's
She's
tomorrow.
like your friendly
Native American.
She's your
teacher.
cool aunt that's married into the family.
Native American.
Yeah, she's part Native American.
Like
She made
125th.
she made a claim about it, and then Trump called her Pocahontas, and then her DNA test revealed that she was like 0.2% or something.
So hey, at least she had something.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the Native American thing another time. I got a hot
You got-
topic on that one.
Oh yeah.
Sure about that one. We'll get to that.
Do you know that
next.
Native American like payday loans are the only place that are exempt from
Taxes?
interest rate?
Really? I
Like,
didn't know that.
There are interest rate restrictions on every payday
No, it was
lender.
a such thing.
Fucking Zach De La Roca over here, like.
Glenn has a joke about it. It's fucking hilarious. Have you heard Glenn's joke about it?
No.
Glenn Childress about
I
the
think I remember it.
the Indian payday loans. Dude, it's so funny, man.
I remember.
I'll
seeing
get-
it.
He'll do the thing on the microphone while he's calling him. Dude, it's so funny. It's good. You should have
He's
him like.
fun.
Yeah, He is,
I
man.
love that guy so much.
he's such a good dude.
So next up here, now this is actually kind of cool. I don't know how you guys feel about psychedelics, but magic
Psilocybin.
mushrooms
Used to love 'em.
are now legal in the city of Denver, Colorado.
They're decriminalized.
Yeah, it's decriminalized.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think that's great.
Have
You
you-
know.
the microdosing for depression, that I think is
I've heard that is,
really
like, amazing.
exciting.
I've heard it
Yeah.
works
Yeah.
great
Yeah,
for people
I
with
read
depression.
about that.
Yeah, like that and ketamine.
Oh man, I always keep hearing stuff about ketamine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, it's so
ketamine.
fucked up. Like how like they took it off the market and it helps
Well,
so
they
many
didn't
people.
research it.
Yeah, they didn't
Oh,
research.
so ecstasy did that too.
Yeah,
man.
ketamine though.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, ketamine's also
Ketamine and the
microdosing. It's
South
all
Park album
microdosing.
that came out.
He said it saved me.
Yeah, perfect combination.
I mean,
So yeah,
they've already got legal weed. Why not have legal shrooms too?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's
mean-
they actually got the ball rolling with cannabis out there. It was like they
Yeah.
were the first people to like
I want to get out
legalize
there.
small
so
amounts
bad.
of
I
it.
just want to go out there and hang out. Dean Ween's got that weed club out there now. Like
Who?
Dean Ween from Ween.
I don't know who that is.
Dean Ween of Ween.
Dean Ween of Ween.
I don't know. Ween is it a
Oh
band?
man, yeah, it's amazing band.
That's cool.
They're special.
That should probably never be legalized here.
Nah, I
No
think
way.
Ohio. It's
No.
coming to Ohio. It's coming to Ohio.
Well,
coming-
California's got it on the ballot next, right?
It's coming to Ohio and everywhere once Big Tobacco gets their lobbyists in there to like preempt all regulation.
They trying to change the tobacco
That's just
age
what
to
it is.
21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going
Which
to
is
phase out
so-
tobacco. They're going to phase in weed, and it's all going to be
Okay,
corporatized.
Yeah.
That's why legalization,
what? Let
in the way that
Hey,
Ohio did,
America
is
would probably be a
fucked.
lot
And let
Yeah.
everybody out that's
Be a
in,
lot
and
cooler
let
if it
everybody
did.
out of the prison and jail systems that are just in there
Yeah.
for weed.
But you got to
Yeah.
give up certain, not talking about the jail folks, because they definitely need to get out. But I heard they're gonna like not let you have a gun license
Yep.
if you
If
have
you
a
have a
weed
weed card.
license.
Yeah.
Like, so what are you gonna give up for the shrooms then? If that's the case, the ability
Your
to
car
drive
keys
and
or
shit?
something?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you would. That's some shit they would do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
That's like the big thing. Like that's the only thing I think keeping a lot of people from like being wholeheartedly for weed legalization is the like restrictions on driving. Like,
Yeah.
there's not an effective
not a real
way
good
to
way,
keep
yeah.
you from driving high.
And or
But
like
how
telling
how could you even test for that?
You can't. I mean, that's the thing. Like a blood test is going to take to get a warrant and everything. Like
Yeah.
it stays in you longer. Like say like you smoke today in like 2 weeks.
I
something
mean, but
happened.
that's no different than having prescription
over.
pills. They
Yeah,
don't
that's true,
test
too.
you
Yeah.
on the side of the road.
Right.
for
I mean, that is true,
You can
too.
be
they
high
can
as
they
your
can
mind.
yeah they.
So
But
that's
if you have a
that's
prescription,
cop-out.
if you have a prescription, then it's more, I guess, okay. It's not illegal. You had a prescription.
Speaking of
Fuck,
which,
you're giving me the whole bottle at one time.
Exactly, but
though.
that's what
worse
people-
than giving me like every time you buy weed, you ain't getting
Yeah.
like a pound.
Yeah.
Man.
did
That's
you
what people
ever
use.
did any of your employers ever bring in an attorney to tell you how to get out of a DUI?
No.
Does that happen? For,
Was that at the morgue?
mm-hmm.
Wow.
They brought in a
So
guy
that's-
to tell us how to basically get out of it. Like, if you get pulled over, do not consent to a roadside test. Go
Oh,
back
yeah.
to the cell. Like, my work paid for this person to come in. Go back to your cell and do as many jumping jacks and push-ups as you can, and say you'll consent to you don't consent to the blood test. They have to get a warrant for it.
Yeah.
Why you there working out, dude?
I gotta get pumped, man. I gotta
So
get
like,
ready.
you'll
Slept the whole time.
you'll probably still get a reckless ops, but
Ready.
you won't get a DUI. Fun facts for all of our listeners.
Nice.
It's like, yeah, this guy started doing jumping jacks and he fell on the floor.
Threw up
Broke
everywhere.
his ankle and peed his pants, but
Somebody go collect that sample. We'll test that. I've always heard like
don't ever
consent to anything.
it.
Yeah,
Don't
never.
blow. Never blow.
Like it's better to
Yeah.
lose your license for like 30 days than like
Have to pay all the lawyer
yeah,
fees and
go through all
stuff.
that shit with the DUI.
Yep.
Just don't consent
Insurance
to
will never be
anything.
the same.
It's like those one lawyers are like, shut the fuck
Don't talk
up.
to
Because
cops.
you completed like reckless driving or something, right?
Yeah, you can. You get a reckless ops. If you don't consent, you get a reckless ops, and the cop will tell you, "I'm going to charge you with contempt of court and obstruction of justice and all this other horseshit." But not true.
Good
Don't
to know.
talk to cops.
The more you know. I wish we had that graphic up.
Nice. I'm surprised the place I used to work at didn't do that. I worked for
Yeah.
a distributor, alcohol distributor,
Yeah.
so I was like highly surprised they didn't do that.
Yeah.
They should, man.
Yeah, like I'm surprised they never had anybody do that.
Well, at a cemetery, like most of your employees are like college-age dudes that are
Yeah.
seasonal. So who's gonna drive up
true.
your insurance for handling heavy machinery?
Yeah.
Those yahoos.
My mind is so fucked up. I started just thinking of like Lance Armstrong, them doping.
One nut.
Like,
Blood doping.
yeah, I was just thinking of him because he said he worked at the place. Like, what if they're in there like mainlining, like clean blood and shit, just to
Yeah.
pass the test when y'all leave work? Because all y'all do is get drunk all day.
Well, did you hear
Did
about
they
those?
give y'all free beer?
They do samples and shit.
Yeah, we got
don't they?
samples. Like, yeah. I know. Like, I'd come home. Like, remember, like, when I came home with all that beer.
He
They're
came
like,
home- dude, motherfucker shows up to my house. He's like, check this out, man. I got some beer today at work. You want some? And
it's
I'm
a
like-
ridiculous amount.
And I'm like, yeah, sure, let's go out.
It's like
he's
three
like,
cases.
it's in the trunk, you know. And I'm like, okay, cool. Motherfucker pops his trunk, dude, and I've never seen a trunk so full of fucking anything in my life. like literally, it was like piled up,
Yeah.
like in there, deep. It was crazy.
It was like a grocery store. Like, you know, like when you go to Kroger, Ron Geist has like all
Yeah,
the
and
truth.
the guy
it's like
shows up
and it's like a
and-
very small section
Yeah.
of truth. Like, I had double that in my trunk.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It
Too
was
bad
some.
it was
It was a
truth.
It wasn't truth. It was streaker, so it was even worse. So like they're like, that's why they got rid of it. Like, they're doing away with this beer, didn't sell it all, and like we got pallets and pallets of it. They're like, you can take as much as you want. And I was like, fuck, I could sell this shit. I was like just giving it away.
Or that's like your
was
guest beer
crazy.
when someone comes over, like, here.
it was for the longest. I think we still have some in
We
there.
had
don't we?
no, I think I dumped them out.
Oh.
I had so
Yeah,
much, it was
I remember you
insane.
dumping them out.
Craig hit me up like but like later in the year because I gave him my brother-in-law some, and he's like, dude, I still got that beer in my garage. I was like, damn, dude, it's like 2 years ago.
We have in our fridge, we have like from the first Thanksgiving when I lived with
Hamster.
my roommate.
Never gonna live that down.
At least you didn't. I don't know.
The hamster's name was Sweetie.
Oh,
Your hamster?
R.I.P. The
The frozen one?
cryogenically frozen hamster.
It was a hamsicle.
Hamsicle, yeah.
Hamsicle named Sweetie.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh. But no, we have a Yingling in our fridge
Yeah,
that
that's
just
in there.
celebrates.
Do you still have the hamster?
No.
Like Encino
Yeah,
Man,
Mary
like you
does.
thaw
It's
them
in-
out.
No.
It's in my mom's backyard. I do not.
We should go dig it up.
It's in my mom's backyard, and she's about to move, so then we could just like have
Transfer it, yeah. We'll do like a
time capsule hamster.
Time capsule.
We'll like zoom it and then move it to a new location.
Order a hearse and everything for it.
Yeah, we should.
Ugh,
Or we just use my
exhumations.
van.
Yeah, that's a good hearse, bro.
Or use the Lincoln.
Yeah, that's
Ugh.
even better.
Whatever.
When you guys hear about like bodies being exhumed like in cold cases and stuff, like it is a nightmare.
I bet.
Ugh.
Ugh.
That's like the only thing that ever grossed me out about working at a cemetery was exhumations.
Do they put something
Was it a
inside
cemetery
of the,
or like a mortuary type place?
It was a cemetery and funeral home.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Do they really just like transfer them to a shitty box and just
For
keep the good shit? And resell it?
Oh man.
Rub off
actually,
the serial number.
no,
New casket.
that has happened at
man.
other places, but ours like it was like that like we had all these like failed like safes in check. Like you could track your loved one's body by like a barcode.
Wait a
So it's
second.
like the
Tracker
Domino's app.
like the Domino's.
Like you could, you make
Grandma's
sure-
like getting taking out her heart right now.
Hold on.
Looking at her liver.
And it's like the whole thing is called like it's like to make sure they're getting cremated, like, and not just like
So like when she's
Hanging out.
getting
Heat gauge.
yeah, when she's getting what is it when they put her in the oven? They're like, your grandma's in the oven.
Okay, so hold on a second. So earlier in the
Your
show,
urn is on the way.
Yeah.
you gave out a free plug to the place you used to work at.
Yeah.
But now you said they're not around.
They changed the laws in the state of Ohio because it used to be that the primary master funeral director at the funeral home had to have their name on the building. Now
Right.
now a cemetery or a conglomerate can own and name a funeral home.
Oh, that's all I can make money off
So
of it.
yeah, so the cemetery was I'm not going to say it because it's the second largest cemetery
Okay.
in the country.
But
now that
my
there's a
thought
funeral
process
home.
with that though was when you said they're not around anymore, and then now I'm realizing it was a cemetery too. I'm like, how are they not around? Like, if it's a cemetery, did they move all the bodies? Are they still there? Or like how exactly?
There is the
place is still
if
there.
you
but
are
it's a
a
different name or
reputable
some shit, right?
cemetery, you have a perpetual trust that all the money goes like a portion of all the money goes into to make sure that it can be cared for forever. That's why there are places like Vine Street Cemetery and like Wesleyan Cemetery and like in Clifton and Northside, they like went bankrupt. So now like it's like communities have to come together to fund it. But if you're a reputable place, you have a perpetual trust that is
Okay.
managed. I know it's very boring.
I got you.
What?
We lost Brad about 5 minutes ago.
Welcome back, Brad. I thought you
cool.
grabbed the
Nice
heroin
to-
in the middle of the table.
Oh,
Nice to be here. The guy from 90 Day did not call in.
Fuck him.
Oh.
Fuck him, man.
That dick.
are we gonna?
No, who
No,
cares?
we're
No,
at
we're not
time.
gonna plug
We're
in?
at time for that.
Okay.
So.
I'm telling you, we need to do a 9-hour show one day or
We
something,
do.
or just go
Just a
as long
marathon
as,
show.
as
That'll
long
be our
as we
Take
go.
gas
Kickstarter.
and shit.
Yeah, as long as
Yeah.
Have
we
them
go.
rotate in and out and stuff.
We should do like
Do
the
it for
hot
charity.
seat.
Do it for charity or something.
Yeah, that'd
Pot-a-thon.
be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pot-a-thon,
Do it for
hot
charity.
seat.
Yeah.
Just keep all the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep all the money for us.
Like a charity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charity to us. Buy us a new mixer that doesn't fucking die on us every other week.
That's how podcasts do that for Kickstarter.
That's
yeah.
true. That's true.
We've tried a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we had the audibletrial.com.
Yeah.
Never stop trying.
Yeah, but you got
We haven't
No.
stopped. We
marketing
keep going.
now.
Yeah.
We keep
That's
going.
true.
Yeah, we actually got somebody who does marketing. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
We need all business cards, and
She just
hers
got-
should be
We're
marketing.
gonna Vista print some shit.
Yeah,
And get
we
all
actually even had some
fish.
cards at one point, didn't
Yeah, I
we?
still got some.
Got
Yeah.
stickers.
Yeah,
Yep.
stickers, pens, the whole nine.
I'll hand some of these out to Elizabeth Warren tomorrow. I'm
There
sure
you
go.
some
Do
of,
that.
some of the
Yeah.
her fans would love our show.
Take some pens, take
that's
some
how we
stickers,
get-
hand that shit out.
Hashtag KYHBB.
Thank you, Lisa Ling. Or no, that wasn't Lisa Ling. That was
She's something.
Left Eye Lopez.
Ah, fuck. What was her name?
Was it Sheree Paulo?
Jackie
Jing.
from
Yeah, that's
Box
right.
19,
Yeah. She was pretty, man.
She was. She was a tall volleyball player. She was hot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Man, before I get into that, though, that is going to be our time this week. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on YouTube, on Facebook, on I think we're even on Twitter. At least we should have
Yep.
been.
Sorry, I'm
Gesundheit.
It's all good, man.
Allergies are falling apart.
It happens, man. It's that time of year,
Yeah.
man. Be safe out there. But yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure to like, share, subscribe to the video. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, all the podcatcher apps. Just search KYHBB. You can find us on there.
Address?
What else am I missing? Yeah, pop up the old address.
Bam.
Send us something. I haven't checked it in like 2-3 weeks.
Oh
What do you
man.
think about the fans that are into this? type of people you think they are?
They're great.
Crazy.
No, they're fucking awesome.
Thank you, fans. There's another sound that guy does where he talks about. He says something like, "The people that watch this want to masturbate to it." You can play that one more. That's one of my favorites. That's just one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Just
Noted.
That out there.
Noted.
Write that down.
Yeah, you should check the mail. Maybe there is,
something.
Since
Last time I checked it, I got really excited because I opened it up and I saw something. It was just like a flyer for the City of Independence, like a
their 4th of
flyer
July
for the
event,
mag-
Chinese food or something.
Chinese food. That's still pretty helpful.
Yeah,
that's true. Chinese food's the shit. But yeah, we are going to get the hell out of here. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notifications icon so you can be notified when we go live. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Dusty. I want to thank Brad. I want to thank Britt. I want to thank Leo.
Thank you.
For coming
thank
in.
you.
And
Yeehaw.
it was a good show tonight, man.
I had fun.
It was good. It's always good.
Yes.
Well, it didn't start out too lively, but it ended up being pretty good. I don't know why it didn't start out too
I think
lively.
it gets better and better with each week.
Sorry, guys.
Sweeter like wine.
Like
Bring us
another
down.
month. It's
No way.
We're rocking it, man. I think
Hell
so.
yeah. Building that chemistry, man. That's what
Hell
it's all
yeah.
about. But we are going to get the hell out of here. I'm your host, Jerry Saylor.
I'm left for celeb Dusty B.
I'm Brad Sabbath.
I'm Britt Fred.
I'm Leo Bishop.
We
Get
are
outta
the
here.
fuck out.
Fuck you, Toby.
Fuck you, Toby.
Bye.
That was good.